Welcome to the Chosen One podcast show. My name is Sophie. I am a manifesting generator 1-3, and I'm super passionate about a lot of things. I love fashion, branding, human design, healing, channeled content, jinkies, and everything business and mindset related. I called this podcast show The Chosen One for a reason, because I truly believe that as MGs, we are here to challenge the world to do things differently, more non-linear and with lots of playfulness. So if you are an MG like me, or you like my MG energy, you are here at the right place to learn exactly how to live a MG life with zero limits.
You are the chosen one.
Good morning. So my voice is not in the best shape, but I think I'll be fine doing this podcast episode. And I wanted to do a little behind the scenes episode again. It's been a little bit quiet the last couple of weeks because I've been working really hard behind the scenes on my new 6 weeks course that starts tomorrow, and really experimenting again with podcast episodes, with webinars and Facebook ads, and it's been very, very fun. And I thought it would be so interesting for all my MG sister entrepreneurs, and of course any other type is gonna get inspiration out of this as well. Some behind the scenes about how I do this, how I view this, why I do the things that I do. So what's really important for me as a manifesting generator 1-3, because I have the 3, I am the experimenter, right? So for me, it's very important to experiment in my business and to not do fixed things and to not be fixed on any outcome. So whenever I get ideas for new coaching portals or anything, it's always just like an experiment. Let's see where this takes me. What is it trying to show me? And that was the same case with this 6 weeks portal that I downloaded a couple of weeks ago. A 6 week coaching portal, and the 6 weeks coaching portal is called How to Live an MG Life with Zero Limits. And I did the first webinar, and I instantly got 3 amazing souls, MG sisters, to sign up. And today I did my second webinar, and we'll have until noon of midnight tonight to see if any other souls will sign up for that. And the reason why I want to share those numbers with you is because I find it very important to be transparent around numbers, and to also really demystify all the energy around numbers, right? We tend to be very focused on all the big numbers. And we want to have a lot of people or at least some people want to have a lot of people sign up for their courses. And we all think, or a lot of people think, that the more successful. And I truly believe that that's different for every and each energy type, and for each soul. My journey at this moment in my journey, I'm not really looking to if God sends me 30 people for a coaching program, then I'll do it. That's totally fine by me. But I truly believe that I get sent the exact amount of people that is necessary for the lesson that I am trying to learn, and my sisters who sign up for the course need to go through. So if it stays at 3, or it becomes 5, or becomes 10, that will be the exact number that serves both me as them. And by looking at my business in this way, I become very detached to any outcome. And what you will actually see by me getting detached from the outcome is that things flow very fluently in my business. So I have a lot of different things going on, right? I have my branding portal. I have this 6 weeks portal. I have one-on-one coaching programs you can do for me, by me. And my vision in my business is just to stay open, to follow the joy and follow all the downloads I get. And the only reason I can do that is by staying detached. Because if I don't detach, then it becomes a thing and then I lose my joy, right? So I'm so super excited to actually meet these women tomorrow, 2 days after the full moon, and to start working with them and be like, oh my God, what is gonna happen, right? What are we gonna create? It's like, for me, it feels like I'm gonna open up a gift, which is so fun. And then, like I said, I've been doing these webinars, and that in and of itself was very, very cool to do. So I've been targeting a lot of people, like a lot of MG sisters outside of the Netherlands. So today I had a group with all new people. So all of them were new, and almost all of them, I think 80%, were from a different country than the Netherlands. And this is so fun to see, like, hey, I had this dream a couple of years ago to serve women all over from the world, and that's actually happening right now. My email list is growing. I think I spend around 900 euros in total on Facebook ads. I got around, I guess, let me see, this is like from the top of my head, I think around 300 new people sign up for my email list, and 80% of that from a different country. That is so cool, because that literally gives new energy in my business. And people are buying my mystery offer. I have my mystery offer on my thank you page. So that's something I'm experimenting with as well. How does that work? How does it work to do a mystery offer at my thank you page? So I'm currently experimenting with that. I have to say the conversion on that is not really high. So I'm sort of seeing, like, how can I tweak that so that more people will be triggered to buy the mystery offer. But a lot of the times we feel like when somebody signs up for our email list and signs up for a webinar, the only thing that some people are focused on is on are they gonna continue to work with me for the thing I'm selling. But that shouldn't be your focus. Your focus should be, am I serving them? And these people, all these new people, now have the opportunity. They got to know you. They will probably now check into your podcast show. They will start following you on Instagram. And you have this opportunity to inspire a whole new group of women. And in like a couple of weeks or a couple of months or a couple of years, there's a very good chance that those women who are not buying today, so I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to you as well, will buy. So being an entrepreneur really requires you and us to think long term. It's like Rose is talking to us. This is interesting. For those people who don't know me, Rose is my source energy, and it feels like she's talking to me and to you guys. And she's saying, like, it's so important to understand that being an entrepreneur means having a larger vision. You cannot live in some survival modus and be like, okay, I do this and I have to have this instant outcome and otherwise it failed. No. When you are planting a beautiful garden, it works the same way. You put your seeds in the ground, you do the investment, you do the hard work, and then in a couple of months you have a beautiful garden. So trust the process, trust that everything is divine, and in the meanwhile, do what serves you. Do what lights you up, do what you are supposed to do the uncomfortable. That's something I've been really doing the last couple of months, doing the uncomfortable, making investments. I'm working with a team again. I'm investing in Facebook ads again. I'm really doing the uncomfortable because I know by doing the uncomfortable, I will get new results. I will create a new life. You cannot create a new life from staying the same person. So that's a little update around what's been going on behind the scenes. Interestingly enough, my Instagram hasn't grown enormously. I think we're at 400 right now. Not everybody who signs up for the webinar is following me on Instagram, but that's, I think, because I made the main focus of my thank you page the mystery offer. And the reason why I did that, the mystery offer is only like 11 euros. So it's not so much for the money, but it's more because I really feel like I help women the best once they buy a paid offer from me, right? I can help them very well in these podcast shows and by all my free content. But if you really want to make a serious transformation, that happens when there is a how do you call that? Carrying my daughter and all kind of heavy stuff, so my hand is hurting a little bit. When there's a transition, an energetic transition. So that's why I'm focusing on the mystery offer. And it's also just very interesting to then see, like, okay, the people who buy the mystery offer, are those the kind of people who are going to invest in me again? Or like, I really look at my business as a case study, and that helps. And that's something I think people should talk about way more, because I feel like we live in a world where we're so focused on quick results, and that's just not how energy works. It doesn't work that way. You have to invest in order to gain results. So I'm really hoping this episode is helping us all to realize that it's a long-term game. And if you just trust in God and trust that in the process you will be provided for, and I'm perfectly provided for, because I have amazing clients signing up for my programs. I have amazing clients signing up for my branding photo shoots, for my one-on-one portals. So I am taken care of, right? So stay in your lane, stay focused. Don't compare yourself too much to other people, and understand that everything is going exactly as it's supposed to go, and start viewing your business as a business. Start tracking things, start evaluating things. Don't take everything so personal, and understand that in order to grow a successful business, you have to treat it as a successful business. And every successful business owner knows their numbers, evaluates and tweaks. And no successful entrepreneur gives up if you post something and somebody is not liking it and then quits. Nobody does that. No successful entrepreneur takes things personal. You just look at it, you tweak it, you see what happens, you try something. If it doesn't work, you try something else. I mean, people post their success stories, but I was watching something the other day. This was a very successful business owner, but she also went bankrupt 3 times, right? I mean, you fall, you fail, you stand up, you do it again. That's how it goes. And that's such a blessing if you can get yourself to that point. So these are my life and business lessons for today. I hope you enjoyed. And right now, I don't have a webinar planned. I think the next webinar is going to be in 2 or 3 weeks, because I'm very intentional at this moment as well. I'm also experimenting with when I'm doing webinars, with the full moon and new moon, what feels aligned, what doesn't feel aligned. That's very interesting, because the full moon is really not the best time in the world to do a sales webinar. An inspiration webinar, yes. A sales webinar, no. But then starting your course, like I'm starting my course tomorrow, my program, that's a perfect time. So I'm experimenting with that as well, and I will keep you updated around that as well as soon as I have more details to share about that. Okay? Love you guys. Have an amazing day, and speak to you soon. Bye bye.